the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
A live look at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
63.
From the pistol, Hurts. Buying some time right. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Judkins headed right. Chose to take this one up the middle instead, and it was a good decision. Gets him 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Great. Set.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gets to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Dre, set. And let's go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Carlson's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Valus Jones now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Down.
Now for the first time, a give to the former Indiana Hoosier. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
33. Ready?
Pistol snap to Rattler. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go. Set.
On the gun, Rattler. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go. Black 40. Cut.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Connection made to Shaheed. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Here we go.
Allen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Set. Ready?
Running behind center with Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Trujillo to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. You just get the play off. Vacates quickly left side. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Handoff now to Judkins. Looks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Okay.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, set.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Rattler to the air now. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Set.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
50, green. Ready.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. That's caught by Chris Olave. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Yellow. Cut.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Running a screen now for Jones. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Switch, yellow, set, hut. Ready?
They'll try it left with Allen. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Ready, set.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's Judkins on the counter. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Escapes a defender.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Allen on the give. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Ready, break. Ready.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Saints with 2nd and 6.
Blue 32. Black clock. Set.
It's Allen again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready. 53. Cut, cut.
Rattler. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here's Rattler. Makes the catch. And he's got it up to midfield and into Brown's territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On the double.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
Shotgun handout for Allen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard
line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Danny Stutzman comes up with it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. Check, cut.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down. Black. Next. Ready.
This is Allen on 2nd. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready up.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Set, cut. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready. 45. Ready?
Rattler setting a throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the double.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
On the hands-off, Allen. It's a nice running there. Gets him a 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down.
Here we go. 6. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
Rattler now off the play action. Has it in close. Keeps away from one. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ready. Yellow. Set.
Running from the pistol. Here's Allen. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Shotgun now on third down. Got a man. Bailey has it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Running the counter, Allen. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 30, cut.
Right back to Allen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Down. Ready?
Run here with Allen. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has it down close. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Tiger slow, Tiger slow.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns cut the lead down to trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Jones. He spins right by him. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
From the gun, Rattler. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Ready. Ready. Cut.
Throwing his Rattler. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Good.
Toss play here, Judkins. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Things going well so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Set.
Rattler to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. So we're through 3 here. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. First and 10 now from the 30.
Smith red. Here we go. Set.
On the carry. Oh, he lost the football. And the Browns pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Here's Judkins on first down. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
No touch, no touch.
Here's Judkins on second down. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
At the 42-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. This time it's a passing play. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts with it on third and short. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. They'll go. Judkins. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
These situations, Kate, have turned into such like a boom or bust, an all-or-nothing mindset. Either you're going to stun that run right at the point of attack, or you're going to run the risk of letting it get out just like that.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Again, Hurts keeping it. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Browns take a fourth-quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready up.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Roster 6. Yellow 43. White. Ready?
Looking to throw. Rattler. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set, ready. Cut.
Throw here, 3rd down. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Hits him on the in route. And this one does not go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready?
He's going to throw it again. Running a screen now for Jones. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard. 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
3 yards on the game. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Ready?
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Set.
Looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Saints needing 4 points.
On the set.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Down. Yes, ready.
Desperation time here. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints have taken the lead late. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Good.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now. Lions running back Junkins. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here.
63.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He connects downfield. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
They'll look to throw it. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's It's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Saints 27.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Now, here we go. Ready?
On the gun, Rattler. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safeties.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.